Right, folks, after my adventures in the pod coming over, I did pay for that at the reception. That was fine, £8 as advertised. And she did say to me there and then, "Do you want one to go back over there tomorrow?" And I thought, do you know what? Just to save the hassle, I know it's expensive, but look, it's £8, and I know where it is now, so I ain't got to run around trying to find the bus stop and all that sort of stuff. So I've paid for the pod back for tomorrow as well. They gave me a 4-digit code to put in when I get to the pod, so that's all done. Hotel. Got to remember, this is cheap, right? This came in at £62 a night. I have to do that one, especially when I'm travelling on business purposes, because it's not fair, to go and well, when we've got limits as well, right? I couldn't get anything else around here within limit. I could have got, some that are a bit further out, but I just don't want the hassle tomorrow morning when I've got to get over to the airport and get going. So let's do a quick little room review. So I am in room 458 on the first floor. One thing you need to be aware of, folks, there is no lift at this property, so I had to lug my case up the stairs. The whole place looks like it used to be like council offices or something. But look, in here it's not modern and it's not all that nice, but it's clean and it's functional. For 62 quid a night, right on top of Heathrow Terminal 5, I don't think you can argue with that, really. Do you know what I mean? So let's have a look. You've got hangers and a shelf up there. You've got an ironing board. You've got a safe as well. That ain't too bad. Iron and an ironing board with a plug socket down there. That's a nice little touch. You've got a full-length mirror right here. You've got towels and more hanging space there. You've got what do you reckon that is? I think that's like maybe a 4.5 foot double. So not too bad. Doesn't look like there's any plug sockets at all by the bed. Does that come away? No, there's a telephone plug down there. I suppose you can put the phone on either side, but the phone's actually over here. There's secondary glazing on the doors. Let me just check behind this one. No. It's secondary glazing. You can hear the planes. There's one going over now. You've got a little chair seat here. You've got aircon up there, although I have had a look around. I haven't seen the controls for it yet. TV there. And biscuits. They got biscuits and free water. I'm all right with that. Do you know what I mean? I did have a look just now at some of the prices, because you know that they got you by the short and curlies while you're over here. So if you look there, what we got? Fizz. So a bog standard Spumante, £43 a bottle. It's expensive by pub rates, but it's about average, I guess, for a restaurant. So hotel gets put in on that bracket. So they've got a Camden Hells there for £6.80. Now look, I know that's expensive, especially if you're anywhere outside London. It's not cheap, but actually by London prices, that's not a million miles away off what my local pub charges. And you can there get the 4-pint pitcher. And that for the Magners Original, that comes in at just under £5.90, or around about £5.90 a pint. So it's not brilliant. You've got burgers and pizzas and fish and chips and all sorts of bits and pieces. 24-piece chicken wing platter, 22 notes that is. So they're not overly expensive. There was a little shop downstairs as well. So look, like I said, peeps, for £62 a night, although it's a bit grim outside, and although it's a bit tired and dated, it's going to do what I need it to do. Oh, look, there it is. There's that remote control there on the right is the one for the aircon. So we found that now. I was looking around the walls. Plug sockets, you've got a couple there. You've got another two there. There's another two down there. So you've got a few, but there's no USB ports or anything like that. You know, this day and age, it'd be nice if they had that, but like I said, 62 notes, what you gonna do? All right, folks, well, I hope you found that useful. If you're travelling from Terminal 5 at Heathrow, this is a decent enough, cheap little hotel. I will let you know, and again, I'll put a note on screen if I had a noisy night or not, but it don't sound that bad out there. It was a lot louder when I was outside, I tell you that. All right, latest potatoes, off you pop.